Good morning, guys. I'm here today to talk about BG World Sharing. I know there's a debacle going on. There's a chat online that this platform is going down. It's the end. It's the end of the journey. And I would like to share, what I've known so far and also what I'm thinking. So basically, if you have access still with your account, which I do, because I do have still the old links and it's still working for me. So as you know, I've been honest with you guys. I've been documenting my journey since I started with BG Wealth. So basically, BG Wealth, they have a partnership with this exchange called the DSJ, and BG will provide this code. This is a AI generated code, as they say. So we're provided at least two trading codes per day. So one in the morning and in the afternoon, and then we will copy this one from this app called Bonchet, and then we are putting this one to our DXJ exchange account. So I do have my DSJ account right here. And as you can see, because they still provided a code this morning, but for me, it's just like doing, fun as of this moment. Because I know eventually this coming May, this whole platform will shut down and I will no longer get access with my account. I think this is the end of BG World Sharing. Say as what you say what you do you want to think with it, but I think this is the end. This is a classic sign of a rug pull. I think we are scam, but before getting, I know like there's a probability that this is really a Ponzi scheme thing, but I still continue with it, knowing that could be a possibility. I have not done this kind of scheme before, but there are reports, and I know like there are lots of red flags, but when this was introduced to me by my sister, I will still go with it because I do see people withdrawing from it, and I just want to make a journey and put some money on, because we have difficult lives. We do have different life situation. It's just easy for me actually to make money because I'm a stock trader. So I'm thinking this one in a logical way. So why not put a little money in and then trade? If it's work, then it's work. If it's not, then you lose the money. Because I know there's a lot of red flag before I did this program. So now, as you can see, this morning I was still able to trade because they still able to provide the code on Bonchat. So I did the usual thing, copy and paste it to my DSG account, and I just made a profit of $277.99. That's a rate of return of 63.44%. Unfortunately, I'm in doubt if I can still withdraw the money in this account. I think this is the end. I know there's a problem with withdrawal and they're holding it. So I'm just playing around until May 7th, until they really close the platform. So as you can see, I've grown this account since I joined. So I joined January 15 and I keep on documenting my journey. I'm doing a video almost every week, especially on my day off. So right now I do have a total asset. This is as of May 4, 2026. So I do have a total asset of $44,098.73, but my original investment only totaled 14K. So basically I already grown this account. Unfortunately, I did not, withdraw like when I doubled my money. I should have done that one, but again, I'm documenting my journey. So I'm thinking actually, because my original plan really is to do this thing until December, and then that's the time that I will withdraw my capital and top up and just leave everything for the next year. But unfortunately, these things happen. BG Wealth is not new. They've been like, they started their business since they say like 4 years ago. Actually, this is the fourth year of that contract between BG and the exchange. Unfortunately, it ends up on the 7th. A lot of people will be disheartened with this one, but I will say to it frankly, I think this is the end, guys, of this journey. And it's conflicting though, because I think this classic rug pull, Ponzi scheme, they say because right now this account is held in ransom, so in order for me to withdraw this one, I need to pay a 12% tax. So I have not even like withdraw anything. My asset is intact in this G exchange. Like, why do I need to pay a tax for unrealized gain? So it doesn't make sense to me. So there's no point in putting that another money into the account, new dollars into the exchange, because you're not sure that you can withdraw back that money that you put in. So double whammy, like you lost your initial investment, which is the 14K, and that amount that you're putting in to do the ransom, which is 12% of this total asset. So, there's no point in putting money in and you're not sure that you're getting money out, like you can withdraw. So, but unfortunately, I think what happened is that it started with this IPO because everything is running smoothly, toward this point until May. So they have this. So how do I say this one? So last month they have this IPO promotion where you can bring someone, just only one person, to deposit at least 1K into a newly opened DSG account, and then you, as a referrer, you get one trading signal, and that's a permanent one. So that's really entice people who are already members in BG to go out and find more people. But that's actually another, or we say like the first harvest, meaning like they get those people, those newly people, and then they will just pull those money in, and then they started this new act, which is now the second harvest, where they want people who are already in the program, which are members, to pay 12% in order for them to get their money out. So this is you don't want to fall into this kind of scheme, and hopefully you guys should learn the lesson. Me as well, I need to learn my lesson, not to be too greedy. I could have removed my money when it doubles, but again, these things happens. But those people who started BG last year, they already make a lot of money. So for them, like, it's okay for them to lose this platform, and then they will find a new platform, like, to do the schemes again. But as an investor, because I'm kind of a risky, as a stock trader, as I said, I can easily make this money out, and then but we do have a different situation. I know, like, some people, like, they will really be hurt on this, because like they use money, like, their last money. They're thinking that they can grow, but you're just so very naive if you think that way. Anything related to crypto, if there's no, like, actual trading, like, there's no blockchain involved, it's just like saying, oh, you make this money at you should be thinking ahead, like this could be a scam. But again, people are making money, so that's why I just involve also myself. 14K is just only maybe like 2% of my total assets, so it's not really hurting. But I know a lot of people are hurting right now. So as what I've known so far, because it's very conflicting, because in bond chat they said it is been hacked. Dr. Stephen Beard is actually not the one that we're talking right now, because this person, Stephen Bird, I think is pretending, always message me on through my bond chat, telling me like, not to worry, I need to deposit that 12% tax in order for me to get my money. So, because I know Professor Beard and how he interact with us, because prior to this hacking thing, I usually send a message to her assistant Elena, and Elena usually the one who answered first my inquiry before him. But right now, Elena is silent, and only Stephen Bird is answering, and more aggressive, like always messaging me to deposit the money. So that's already a red flag, and I will not go through with this thing, this scam of his. So I will just let my account be closed on the 7th. So before that happens, because they're still producing the code, so I'll just playing around and still do the trade. And they say also, like, because there's this group, like the senior managers of BG, they have their meeting. I don't know if it's real, it's with Stephen Burr, but that's what I heard. Hopefully it's true, and then BG can come back from this. But if not, then what we can do, right? So we just put this one as a lesson learned and move on from it. Okay, guys, thank you. Have a great day. Bye bye, guys.